Good morning from the Paris airport, or France airport, I guess. It's still dark out. Show the darkness. So we had to get up at 3:30 a.m. this morning to catch our 6:20 a.m. flight. So Kieran mentioned that as soon as we literally got to the elevator at the airport, like I still feel like I just woke up. Like we just fell asleep. Just went to sleep. Sorry, my bad. So yeah, I did my makeup in 5 minutes, which I've never really done before, and I'm also wearing a dress on this flight, which I've also never done before, so I don't know how comfortable it's gonna be, and I'm wearing like a pretty intense bra. So when we went through security, well before we went through security, when we checked all of our bags, they said that the flight is very full and that they recommend we check our carry-ons for free, and Kieran and I both looked at each other like, not happening, because like our most valuable items are in everything we're bringing on the actual train with us. So it's a full flight. And then the second thing I was going to say was, once we went through security, I beeped like multiple times when I walked through. So I walked through once, and then they made me walk through again, but then they gave me a thumbs up, so I thought, oh, like I'm fine. Like, oh no, you have to stand on this little section, and we have to like pat you down and like get our little what's that thing called?
Metal detector.
Metal detector. What I didn't like that she did though, she asked before she like physically touched me, which I feel like at other airports they don't really give a crap. Like they'll just go ahead and do what they want. So that was nice.
But it wasn't just like a search. They did a full top to bottom tap, like pat down.
Yeah, and she spent a long time like under my breasts. And like in between, and then the sensor kept like beeping there, and then at the end she's like, it's just your bra, which I had a feeling because there is like metal wires there, so that makes sense. My bag is so packed, and I have cheese that I put in the top, but I'm kind of regretting taking this now because like they're just flying everywhere in my bag. I'm excited to eat it for later. Our final destination of this flight is Venice. But we're stopping in Rome first, and then we have a layover, obviously, for only an hour, which isn't that bad. And today is basically go, 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 because as soon as we land in Venice, we're gonna go look around, and that's basically it for today, because then tomorrow we're going to Naples? Or is it Rome? Rome and then Naples?
Rome.
Rome, okay. So I'll catch you on the flip side.
What is up? We just landed in Venice and bussed here to our hotel with some of the same company, and we check our bags in with them until it's ready at 3 o'clock across the street at our actual hotel. So we chose to do the locked option for €2 each instead of just having them sitting there in their free luggage. And we are starving, so we're just on our way to a sit-down pizza place because we've been dying to get to Italy and actually have some Italian pizza. We've been saving it for this country.
And pasta.
Yeah, and pasta. And then tonight we're probably gonna get like takeaway shawarma kebabs because it was really highly rated, and it's right beside our hotel. And this was also really highly rated, and everything has like a lot of reviews here. Both those places had over 1,000 reviews and like a 4.5. So we should be having some good food today. And we are on 2 hours of sleep, I think. I'm at least. I was up till like 1 or 2.
Tell them how we fell asleep on the second plane ride.
Yeah, we had a layover, which was supposed to be an hour, but our plane took off really late in the morning, so it was actually get right back on the next flight layover. And we fell asleep on that plane, which was only an hour ride. I think I slept for like half an hour.
Yeah, Kieran like fell asleep on top of my backpack, like in this crooked position, and then I don't even know how I was sleeping, but I like woke him up because we were landing.
No, when we were landing, the plane hit the tarmac, and that's what woke me up.
I also love the weather so far. We have no rain expected for today, and it's just like a comfortable.
Yeah, it's 19 degrees, no humidity. We're also only here for less than 24 hours though, which is kind of shitty, but we're making do with our setback from the other day. We'll catch you at the restaurant.
decided what we're gonna eat, and Kieran, you wanna go first? Tell them what you're getting.
We're getting the pizza halal, not the fact that it's halal, just because it's tomato sauce, mozzarella, turkey, ham, mushrooms, peppers, red onions, and olives. There's no picture of it, but that's what I'm getting.
Can't really see your face because it's so dark, but
It's right there. I know. Sorry, I thought these pizzas look the same.
yeah, some of them do look very similar. The one I'm gonna get is this one, so it's basically like in Canadian language and meat lovers. And I'm gonna get some wine. What would you have rated that pizza?
At first, it was an 8.5 out of 10. And then I tried some of these little sauces on Clarissa's pizza. But I really just wanted more meat in general because there was 3 thin slices of turkey on mine. So I would have just ordered double turkey on mine if I could go back. But I ordered a serving of Clarissa's sausages. So once I put those on, it was a 9 out of 10 because there was more meat on it. But before the extra meat, it was like an 8.5 because there's not a lot of meat. So what did you think?
I thought it was like a 7.5 out of 10. Like this is a little too salty, but it's not really the restaurant's fault. That's just the meats.
It was the meal you ordered.
But I wanted a lot of meat, so like it satisfied me for sure. But it was too salty. Like I feel like I'm still thirsty, but I'll be peeing all afternoon if I keep drinking. We also did have some white wine, so that definitely didn't help the situation. But their bread, 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10, relax.
Relax.
It was not a 10 out of 10 bread. And you also ordered the saltiest meal and said, this is too salty.
Now that we were finished lunch, we took the bus down to Venice. And
The island.
Yes, the island. And we walked by this little boat and tour like office. So Kieran and I had the idea to go in and ask about the gondola rides because although we did research it, we didn't want to set on purchasing anything online just because so far the way things have worked out, we were a day and a half, 2 days late coming here anyway. So I'm kind of glad we didn't do that, like purchase it online. We asked about the gondola rides and the guy said that about a month ago they banned them, or what did they
Made it illegal.
Made it illegal. He didn't really say why though. He tried to explain, but we couldn't really understand. So my dreams were crushed pretty instantly because that's one of the only reasons why I wanted to come to Venice. So we walked down a little bit further and we did see some guys in striped shirts and the full gondolas that like had these really beautiful design chairs and everything. So I don't know if you'll be able to see. Oh, you probably will. So not all hope is gone. I think we're gonna jump on that gondola in a bit. We just want to walk the strip a little bit more and kind of see what else is around. But yeah, the guy said after 7 the prices go up. But the other thing I wanted to include was we got 2 coffees, Americanos. Well, they didn't even call them Americanos though.
Yeah, the first guy said American coffee and the second guy said Americano.
Yeah, and I think Kieran and I have just kind of given up on describing what kind of different milks they have because every time they either give us the face like, what on earth are you talking about? And then I had to go as far as saying cow's milk. Do you have anything but cow's milk? And they only have one type of milk. So we're just sticking with our Splendas in here. And they taste pretty good, so I'm not gonna complain, but I mean, nothing tastes like at-home coffee, you know?
No, honestly, France's coffee was really good. The Starbucks Americano with frothed almond milk was so good. That was the best coffee I've had on the trip.
Yeah, it's also the most expensive.
What was it, 350?
No, it was like 450
405,
euros.
no, it was 405. It was 405
so
euro.
In Canadian dollar, it's a little hefty, but
it was like
it's
like $556 Canadian, but when I go home, I'm gonna try and order that and see what it is, because that was amazing. Half a bottle of wine, 2 coffees, and an hour of walking later, we just kept taking rights in there. Apparently we're all wrong. Now it's taking us
to the boat.
40 minutes to get back to this gondola ride so we can take this 80 euro half an hour gondola ride and get the heck home. 45 minutes later, we're finally back to the front.
Let's go sit. After walking 40 minutes, Kieran could not enjoy this more. When you've been walking all frickin' afternoon, we're finally checking in.
I also didn't sleep, so I'm delusional.
So I'm just recording a little voiceover here to kind of describe the Airbnb we stayed in when we stayed in Venice for one evening, or one night, I guess. So it was this beautiful, modern, futuristic sky tower is what it was called on the Airbnb. We'll try to link it in the description box. Beautiful patio terrace type thing to sit out and enjoy your coffee or dinner, and the furnished inside was just impeccable. We also had these electric blinds that were completely blackout when we were sleeping, so that was amazing. We didn't show the bathroom in this clip, but you'll see it in tomorrow's vlog. And in this clip here, there is so much wind that our mic was picking up that you could barely hear our voices. So I'm just going to kind of commentate exactly what we were saying. So basically on this day, we took a public bus down to Venice, which is basically an island. And we went the wrong direction for a while when we were walking once we got off the bus. We saw the canals. We knew we wanted to do a gondola ride, but we wanted to do a little bit more sightseeing before picking to do so. So we kept making right-hand turns, assuming that eventually we would loop back around exactly where the gondolas were. Well, it turns out every time we turned right, we just got farther and farther and farther away. And then we ended up being about 45 minutes away from the gondola rides and, you know, where we originally started the walk. So once we turned on Google Maps, we had a long walk back and we hit legs the day before at the gym. So our legs were just fried by the end of this day. Then we talked about ordering a taxi for 4 a.m. the next morning because we had to get to our next flight, and Ubers are not a thing in Italy, so it's really important that you call your taxi and you get downstairs to the front door on time, or they will leave without you. So we actually had to be in communication with the hotel that we got our Airbnb's keys from when we first arrived, and they made sure to set us up a taxi to arrive on time for the next morning.
So we just went out and picked up this Brothers Donair and Kebab. It's pretty much like a shawarma, so I wanted to try it because it had a 4.6 from 600 people, and I love shawarma. So I got mine medium spice, Clarissa got a normal spice one. And then for my dessert again, you know how it is. We got the Greek yogurt, we got strawberries, and then I'll put protein powder in it, and that'll be that. And we'll see how it is. My verdict, pretty good. I'd say it was a 7.5. What could have increased it is I needed a little bit more flavor because it had a very sour creamy type of sauce that it tasted like. I think you said it was garlic sauce, but it tasted very sour creamy. So something like a hot sauce, like if I had hot sauce or sriracha or something, I feel like that would have made it 100% up to at least an 8. And then I think the chicken wasn't dry, it was moist, but you could kind of tell it hadn't been on the kebab for a while. Sorry, on the skewer, the spinning thing. So you could tell it's been sitting for a while, so it was still moist, but almost a teeny bit not fresh. I don't know what the taste was, but you can kind of tell that it was just sitting for a while. If I think it was a little bit more fresh, it would have been an 8.5, 9. Sriracha or some kind of more flavorful sauce to mix that sour cream overpowering flavor. And then a little bit more fresh chicken. Other than that, the wrap was really good. The toppings inside were really good, and they tasted fresh. Tomatoes, lettuce, something like that. Overall, pretty good.
Kieran showed you guys his shawarma and his thoughts on the food item, so I will be doing the same, except the only difference is I'll be eating outside because I thought I'd enjoy this view while we can, since we're only here one night, and I'm gonna go to bed in like a half an hour because we have to be up like at 3:30 a.m. So I'm gonna listen to Katie Bellatte's Thick and Thin podcast while I eat this. My thoughts on the shawarma was it was a 9 out of 10, and I feel like I enjoyed it so much. I feel like a lot of it had to do with the environment though, and like my hunger level. The only thing I think that they could have done a little bit better on was the toasting of, like, it felt just a little bit grainy, like sandpaperish-y. So if I don't know, maybe if they switched the pita. Overall though, it was really good. I thought the flavors really complemented each other. It was a good size.
We're just chilling on this beautiful view. This scenario of having a balcony and a view like this is almost kind of messing me up right now.
We're so sad to leave this place.
Just even all the lights in the background,
yeah.
It's such a nice view, and the weather is so nice. It's breezy, but not too cold. It's just so beautiful outside. So I might need this in my life. Like if I have to get a condo for my first place or something like that, because this is amazing. I just would come out here every night and just eat my food or chill, meditate, watch a YouTube video, everything. Goodbye.